Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out the 6th most popular project in all the games right now. That is Microcosmos. Terraform planets, create colonies, and bring back survivors to their homeworlds by Thistroy Games. Microbox Cosmic game, free for backers in first 48 hours. I think that's... so you get a wooden meeple upgrade, it looks like. 1 to 4 players, ages 12 plus, 45 to, I think that's 60 to 90 minutes play. Maybe just makes that a little bit bigger. It's kind of hard to read. I know when I click on it, it's going to be much easier to see. And also, I'm excited when I see. I can't really make out any of the details here, which I'd almost like to see it zoomed in, potentially, but that's a nitpick. But I do like this feels like a grand scale of a game here. For small box games. Also, really unfortunate that they launched on the same day as Tiny Epic Vikings, because you got to feel like, despite the fact they're different thematically, that is direct competition right there in the smaller box genre. Ooh, what is this? It's a small box game. I always get excited about small box games personally. I love the idea, and now that we zoom in, I can see more of that. Cool tokens, chits, trackers. Looks familiar but different. I'm excited to know how this one works. As always, when we go in the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. Minute 5. Nice, short, sweet.
Microcosmos is a 1 to 4 player, card-based resource management game in which players try to bring back life to planets ravaged by a great war. Travel to different parts of the system and discover new worlds. Use crew members to gather resources, scout for survivors, create colonies, and set up trading outposts. Upgrade your...
Wow. So at first glance, I was like, oh, it's this pick up and deliver, it's resource management. But then they just kept going, oh, you're going to do this, you're going to set this, you're going to do this. It seems like there's a lot of meat here, potentially different paths to victory, which I think is really appealing in a game like this. Just knowing that, like, when you get done with a game and you're like, oh, next time I want to go for this strategy, knowing what I know now. Like, I love games like that. It looks like it might have some of that going on here.
Ship to gain new abilities and bonuses. Use the resources at your disposal to terraform planets and change the galaxy forever.
I'm going to assume that's one of the end game conditions, it looks
cards,
like.
Various ways of gaining points.
Multi-use cards, various ways of gaining points, so point salad, great. I love all the things they're mentioning in this video.
A unique upgrade system and a clever AI for solo play make this game shine like a bright star. All this cosmic amount of content fits into a tiny box and provides light years of replayability.
That shot right there. Like, how many copies of the game is this shot gonna sell? Just because people were interested, then you see this.
All this
like, oh,
cosmic
look at
amount
that.
of content fits into a tiny box and provides light years of replayability.
Okay.
Back our campaign and help.
So it looks like it's about the size of, like, around about this. I know Tasty Minstrel Games used to use boxes that look like they're about around this size. I like this size. Very portable, and if there's a good deal of game in here, like, yeah.
Bring Microcosmos to players all over the galaxy.
Cool. I thought that looked really solid. Yeah, so overall after the video, do I want it? Yeah. Take my money already, said Sean. So do I want it? Yes. I feel like the video is very well done. Can you do it? How much is it? Hopefully we'll get into that. So, Thistroy Games, 4 created, 19 backs. We're a group of friends making board and cards games. So we got a whole bunch of people here in the customer service. So we should have hopefully some good poppin' customer service going on. So we got Skyline Express, the original which was canceled, and then Metro City Pocket. All right. Let's make sure everybody got their games. Everybody's happy. What we got? New micro game. Microcosmos is here. That is not... Oh, it's in the series, the micro series. Because when I think of micro game, I'm thinking like, you know, Chris Handy Paco game where it's like it's like the size of a pack of gum. Insert guide, soundtrack, French rule booklet, an awesome shipping update, and this is from December. So yeah, this thing is out. Fantastic. So, and then I'm going to guess this one is also out as well. Free content for Micro City New Chapter. Here's your chance. Okay, people got their stuff. Oh wait, 1,000 comments. Let's double check that, because that's a big chunk. but it's looking good. Just got the email for the P and Play. I lost track of my Kickstarter project after COVID last year, so I didn't realize this had already shipped. I never see my package. And then 4 months ago they said that. 4 months ago they responded. Fantastic. Like, that's what I want to see there. That's why we go through this. So both their games out. And look at that. Like, I love that. More of that, please. Okay. Solid. So can you do it? Yes, I feel comfortable. You've done the thing before. How much is it? Hopefully we don't beat around the bush when we get to the price. Big game, micro box, many paths to victory, 2 solo modes, multi-use cards, individual designs for arc markers, stretch goal. Oh, cool. That's nice. You telling me the most recent stretch goal or the only stretch goal we've hit? Have we hit 30,000? Let's double check that. Is that one unlocked? Yeah, that one's unlocked. Great. What's the next one? Micro, over 250 components. Awesome. Custom plastic insert. You showed me that shot again. Loved it. Find out more about the game on Board Game Geek. Clickable. Beautiful. Head for scale. Not included in pledge. Holding the game. They're small box games. Rebuild the galaxy after a great war. 1 to 4 player card based resource management game. Okay. Tell me about the game. All right. Cool. Comes with 2 separate solo modes. A base game, complete against an AI player that uses a super simple Automa deck to perform the AI player's actions, 6 levels of difficulty to create a challenge for any players, and an expansion, delve into a campaign which takes you through various scenarios that test your skills. Oh, is this... Okay, and now we're getting straight to the price. We haven't beat around the bush too much, so I do like this. I don't quite understand what you mean by this expansion, but I'm excited. And then 22 euros. Convert the currencies to me, because I'm pretty sure it's around 22 bucks. Yeah, 24 bucks. Because the majority of people here are probably going to be from the United States of America. Yeah, 471 to 91 in UK. So just convert the currencies. It's always nice. So 24 bucks, very reasonable price. I've done polls on this. Anything under $25, people will just throw money at you and do so, like, just whatever. Like, we're used to paying $200-$300. I think that's a fantastic price. And honestly, I would spotlight that price for the main jump. I'd go for, like, this is a solid thing, but fun in 5 hours, just... $24 price point I think could be popped on here somewhere, because that's a really appealing price point. And then the expansion. I don't know why I want the expansion. I think the expansion is the solo game, maybe? Is that I'm not quite 100% sure. What's in the boxes? Base game. Long sexy scrolling shot. Ooh, upgraded. Look at that. And this is how I love this. Why do so many companies not do this? It blows my mind. And I mention all the time. If you have upgraded components because of stretch goals, then go back to your long, sexy scrolling shot if you have it, or your component list, wherever it is, and let people know that, oh, now it's been upgraded. It's been upgraded by stretch goals, which gets me excited about stretch goals, and it gets me more excited about the project, and why I got to get it now. Because look at that. That's great. So now we got the New Worlds and Oral Authorities expansion. So what is this? 2 art cards, a solo campaign notepad, solo scenario book. So this is all about the solo. Awesome. And this is going to be very telling. Because that is a very, very niche expansion. But I think it's still going to have big numbers here. We'll get there. Oh, that's it. So that's all. Okay, so we got the 66 print and plays, 30 backers for the base game, and then 1,011 for the solo only. That is fantastic. And I can tell you what, pre-COVID, I don't think that would have been nearly as high. I think it still would have been high, but I just feel like people just all right, fine, we're playing solo. And I love it. I love it. A solo expansion just at 30 to 1,011. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it's because the $30 pledge level looks bad. I think it's just because the other one looks so good and it's so reasonably priced. That's an $8 expansion? Shut the hell up. This is not an $8 expansion. Okay? No, I'm getting 25 cards. I'm getting wood chits, a scenario. This is not... So they priced that to move, and I think that was a fantastic idea. At no point were majority of people not picking this up, even if they didn't understand what it was. Great deal. Yeah, it was. Just great on that. I love it. How to play. Travel known paths or discover new... And I don't even think twice about the price, because... The components, like you did such a great job of showcasing the components and the organization in there. Just fantastic. Cost to value is stellar there. Agreed. So now we got the things. The only thing I'm looking for now is shipping. And the other stretch goals. That's what I want. How to play video. 33 minutes. It's a bit robust, but damn it. 33 minutes and I know how to play the game. I'm down for that. How to play the solo mode.
Hi.
Awesome. Love those being just bam. Just right there, right from the jump. Then we got 2-player playthrough. Love it. Solo playthrough. There's not even a Oh, so here's the preview stuff. Okay, but they put this first and they segmented it off. I like this. If you like small games that don't use much shelf space, but at the same time are clever and offer interesting gameplay, then Microcosmos is a game for you. A big plus for including a solo mode. Okay. It spotlights some stuff there. Wow, what a gem. I really enjoy small, compact games that deliver a full, complete gameplay experience. That's pretty much the exact same thing as before. I think it excels and shines in this category. So now I'm over that quote. Just because I'd rather know, like, what in the gameplay really did you enjoy? How is the upgrade system? You know, or what are those interesting choices you talk about? Just tease me with one of them. Because I feel like the video did such a great job of, like, speaking to the gamer. Talking about mechanism, resource collection, you know, all the gamer terms you use, and now we're given the generics. Replayability is enhanced by the ability to unlock different bonuses each game for unique experiences. Okay, I'm really impressed with the amount of gameplay packed in such a small box. As mentioned above, the resource management is really tight. While the multi-card system, yeah, that was something you mentioned. Multi-use cards, that's awesome. Feels like a clever puzzle of which every piece matters. Okay. I did not have any sort of puzzle vibe in any way, shape, or form before that quote, and now you put that vibe into my brain, and I like the game even more. It's just that simple. Like, just like great quotes. Just little nuggets. New World is an expansion to Microcosmos. The box holds 2 modules that can be added to the base game, as well as a unique solo campaign mode. New Worlds, Old Authorities, solo campaign. I'm in. I just want the shipping. That's all I'm looking for here. Ooh. Be part of the campaign. Weekly reveal. Each week we'll show you additional components that will be added to the game. Exciting add-ons that change the gameplay in fun ways. Ooh, that's exciting. So, we had a stretch goal, you mentioned, but in addition, we're also going to be unlocking good stuff. And I already thought the price was good. I already was like, price wasn't something I needed convinced on, but you're just adding more gameplay? Great. I always feel like this is maybe a bit far down, but man, this is great. Backer Council, it's your time to shine. We need to come up with names for planets, arcs, and commanders. You will have exactly 24 hours to come up with the best idea possible. So that's presumably people involved in the updates or comments. Campaign calendar. What do we got here? Stuff. So Backer Council and weekly reveal on Mondays and Thursdays. Cool. Very clean and clear here. I like this. Stretch goals. Wooden specialist markers. Yeah, that's hot. Love to see the U.S. currencies, too. Pad printing on art markers. So, yeah, this is... I love so much of what they've done with this Kickstarter campaign. Like, I feel like I just walked into their house and was like, I love how you decorated. I guess that's kind of what I do with this. Base game plus expansion stretch goal. Linen finish. I like the fact that they're zooming in because now I can just feel the card. It feels so nice in my hand. So they're really breaking down, and these are micro stretch goals as well. Love it. Love this. Unlock stretch goals to reveal more rewards. And god dang it, I can't help but wonder. And I hate to say it, but I'm sure they're probably thinking it as well. I mean, if we're all being honest here, it's like, how much does it suck that they had to go up against Tiny Epic on the same day? Like this, they're so in each other's lane, so hardcore. And it's like, I'm so curious, like, because the price is still great for both of them, but it's just, I don't know. I can't help but not think about that, because it's just like, that steals a lot of your shine. I would imagine. Shipping, because, you know, people don't have time to look at all the projects that launch on Tuesday. Shipping costs are not included in the pledges once the campaign. So we have Poland, good, you get a great price. Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Zone A. So United States for 10 euros. Convert the currency for me. That'd be nice. So now I'm looking, presumably, at a $42 game. It's not, you know, it's 20 bucks, 21 and 21. I mean, it seems reasonable. It seems like there's a good chunk of game here. And I feel like some people might ding it for the size, but honestly, I feel like the size is part of the appeal for a lot of people as well. You know, there's only so much room for big games. So I feel like the shipping section, do we mention VAT? That's the only thing. VAT is covered by the... Yes, already included in the pledge. Wow! I would mention that for sure. Like, let's go back to that main image. Or I don't know. I just feel like at some point you should mention to all these countries that you're covering the VAT, because that's huge. What is it? United Kingdom, Europe, wherever it is, I would specifically spotlight that way before there, because that's the other thing is, I've been on this page for 15 minutes, and I just now found out about this. It's just icing on the cake at this point. Why not just make this an ingredient in the cake that I know about earlier? Would you like to give a game a try? Download the rule booklet. Great. Was looking for that. Forgot it. Interested in licensing Microcosmos. Great. I love this. This is a very professional sort of thing. This pretty much just means, hey, would you like to release this game in a different country, if I'm recalling myself correctly. And that's great. Thistroy Games. This is us. We've done things. There were stuff. We like it. Got it. Awesome component quality. Arrived. Many great games. Stay in touch. Prototype photos. Cool. All right. Check out the rule booklet. Double click. We got the components. We got the setup as it should be. A lot of text. Not a lot of pictures. A lot of text. Doesn't look like a super fun rule booklet to go through, but it doesn't look terrible either. And hopefully that's a work in progress as well. So well laid out. I agree. I did. I thought this organization, this was really solid. All right, so let's check out the FAQ updates and comments and get out of here with a grade. I think it's going to be a very positive one. FAQ, no questions? Do I have a question? Not really. I feel like you did a fantastic job covering everything I need to know. Anyone that gives out a try before you buy on one of the tabletop simulators should get an automatic grade bump up. That shows confidence. Yeah, I agree there as well. I always feel like that's a great thing to have on there because I'm not somebody. I really should. If I wasn't an idiot, I'd sit down tomorrow and I'd play this game. Because that's just, it's easy views. Because there's so many people who want to know right now, like, oh, what's this game like? All backers up to 1191 receive the ARC token for free. So, oh yeah, checking out the updates, by the way. So, we've got 2 updates. First one, 7. Second one, 2. I'm going to guess this one's just people super excited about the project. Thank you. Congratulations, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so hopefully we get some engagement. But they plan on engagement. I'm curious about the tribal council thing or whatever they're talking about. Absolutely crazy 4 hours. And thank you for backing Microcosmos in the first 48 hours. You receive an additional ARC token. How to check if you backed to the campaign on time. Very simple. Okay. And now if you happen to find this campaign just now, no worries. The ARC token will be available for purchase in the Pledge Manager for $2. And because the picture's worth 1,000 learned, let us show what the game looks like with everything you managed to unlock up to this point. That's a great... That looks so snifty. Like, and if I just showed you this right here, you're not thinking I'm fitting this thing into my pocket. You're just not thinking that. Can this be the new dominant thing? Like, my minis games out, these style games in. And hell, you can, if you play Destinies from Lucky Duck Games, use those size minis. They got these teeny tiny baby minis. Let's start seeing little baby mini games. Somebody make me a baby mini game. That thing's gonna sell like hotcakes. It's great for the great campaign. So I would maybe get people a little bit more engaged with the project, and I know you have plans to do that on Monday and Thursdays. But just asking a question, I think is always great. Anywho, will the Backer Council tomorrow be posted as an update that we have then to respond to a suggested planet name? And so people are excited about this. Okay. Look, so at the end of the day, what's my final grade for Microcosmos? Do I want it? Yeah. I feel like they did a great job in the video. They're expressing their pedigree. We've done other stuff. They didn't spotlight any of the other games. So that is one thing that I do want to check out, just because I always like to... Because, once again, as I always say, this is not a grade of the game. Because I've never played the game. This is a grade of the Kickstarter presentation of the game. And if any of their other games are, like, highly rated, top 2,000, top 3, like, I would have mentioned that, I think. Because they didn't mention much about their past stuff. So, 4,500, 5,600, 11,000... 11,000, 11,000. So that's probably why they didn't mention much about their stuff, and I think that's actually a good choice at that point. But I'm sure there's some quotes that they could pull from that. But what I was saying, like, if it was like top 1,000 strategy games or something like that, you can pull from that. But at the end of the day, do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Looking at that Board Game Geek, it's like, okay, whether or not the game's going to be great, that's going to be a your mileage may vary kind of thing based on the track record. But still, can they do it? They've done it. I feel comfortable. Yes. And their shipping section was well done too. And except That was the only thing. I think not mentioning the VAT was baked into the price earlier was, I don't like that. So that's a half-point grade drop right there, just because I would be shouting that from the rooftops. And then how much is it? Price is rock solid. And that expansion is stupid. Like, it's $8 for the expansion, and it looks like it's a pretty awesome solo expansion. I mean, I felt like the price was right on this one. So at the end of the day, I think this was a really well-ran campaign. I'm very interested to see what they do with their updates and with their stretch goals, and I would love to see this one catch fire because, honestly, this one has the vibe of like a, what is it, way back in the day, Dungeon Roll from Tasty Minstrel Games. That was a really popular one, and they kept adding stretch goals. And they hit more stretch goals, and it get to the point where you're like, I can't miss out on this game because it also had a really appealing price point. I think it was like $18 or $12 or something stupid like that. And I would love to see this one get on a roll like that. So I'm really excited to see how they handle their updates and everything like that. And at the end of the day, I think this is an A-. I think this is a really great Kickstarter page. It kind of stinks that it launched the same day as Tiny Epic, but still, really cool game. And I think the more people find this, the more people are going to be like, yeah, this looks really stinking cool. But there you go. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to check this one out. Also, in the comments below, let me know what is your final grade. Keith goes A-, Sean goes A, Keith goes A, Sean goes A-, only because there are no FAQs, while everything else was spelled out clearly on the main page. Doing some typical questions answer for those that skimmed could have been good. That's a solid point as well. I hadn't really thought about that. But let me know in the comments below, and as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.